Hey everybody, how's it going? There's our chat. I guess the chat doesn't update until the stream starts. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess we're gonna play with Bitwig today. I don't have any news really. I have been editing a video, which, you know, it's always exciting. It's usually the last very, very long step. I've been taking things out of my pocket, putting it on my desk. I got a audio moth, which apparently can record like 384,000 kilohertz. And it's literally just like batteries and a circuit board. So we'll see how well that works. Yeah, so I've just not done Bitwig in a while. And I guess it's time. I don't really think that there's anything new happening with the grid or anything like that. But yeah, I feel like, you know, we just sort of rotate between node-based editors, and there's a new one coming out in a few weeks. A brand new one, brand new to market. I don't really know much about it. I tested it out briefly, but that would be another good stream. And yeah, we'll probably do that. But yeah, so Bitwig is just like an alternative digital audio workstation, but what Bitwig does that well, I mean, I guess you could do this in other workstations, but it has a grid, which is kind of like Max MSP or Reactor, but simpler. It's still powerful, but more accessible for sure. It's kind of like the Lego version of those other things, which isn't a bad thing because, you know, you can only type in weird cryptic commands so many times in pure data before you just want to make music or noise. I think one thing I want to do that I probably won't be able to do as usual, but I consistently try it, is make a software version of the Soma Labs Cosmos distant memory station, something memory station. You'd think I would know the name off the top of my head, considering it's one of my favorite pedals. And it's like one of the few pedals that doesn't have a software version. Not saying that like every pedal is a software version. Let me rephrase that. It's one of the few pedals that like you can't really achieve what it does in a VST. I've never seen anything come even close. And we've tried a few times to make it. And I don't have faith. I stopped having faith in this because which shows how brilliant the algorithm is. I don't think we're going to get too terribly close because there isn't a granular engine in Bitwig's grid, but we could try. We could try and make some grains with, I don't know, I guess I will. I mean, well, we'll get there. What else have I done with grid? I think I tried making a Totoro style reverb in grid before, but kind of gave up. I think I routed it all correctly, but I think just like setting all the settings properly was difficult. So we'll do that. And then if that fails, then I guess we'll just make generative music or something, you know, as is traditional. Okay. Let's go into Bitwig here. All right. You know, my stream was a little late today, but I fixed whatever thing was always yelling at me about keyframes. So that's good. And I have this microphone because I totally forgot that I had this set up for some podcasts that I did earlier today. All right. Is this filling up the screen here? We don't need the sidebar in the screen. Okay. So our audio source will be just a Yamaha montage with effects. So let me turn those off. Which is actually a little bit more difficult than it should be. Dry. Zero. Nope. You know what? I actually don't want to deal with this. I think it would be, it wants me to reboot just because I've had it on for 2 years. I don't think that this is going to like mess with our signal all that much. Or I could just like play with the VST too. All right. F. Ableton. I don't know. I don't really, I can't get, I mean, I've been using the same DAW my whole life, my whole career, and I still can't be evangelistic about it, right? It's like, it's just a DAW. Use whatever you like using. I can't get behind the like my DAW's better than yours. It's like Burial used SoundForge for like the heyday of his career. That's it. Like nothing else. He never used DAWs. He just copied and pasted audio. So if you could do that with that, then you know what the hell are we arguing about? All right. Now we probably have a double signal. Now our signal's probably only coming out of here. I'm gonna have to mute it to both. All right. Got to play with my RME setup. Perfect. Okay. So, Cosmos. Drifting memory station. So, let's start by just making like a phase delay. A never-ending phase delay. And I know to do loopbacks, I think you need a long delay. I think I read that on Reddit somewhere, which is never a good sign. Let's maybe go into, do we have any sort of stereo stuff? I feel like there's going to be like some grid experts just so frustrated with me. All right, so some stereo width, stereo merge for that stereo signal in the end here, stereo split for the beginning. All right, and I love how the blocks just sort of go into each other like this. It's just very convenient. Makes me wish I had it for iPad or Android. I wish there was like a nicer modular system for Android. That would be really, really neat. Okay, this is left, this is right, and then this is left, and this is right, and we should just have, beautiful. Now we need to make a mixer. Like this maybe. Derp. This will be our wet, and this will be our dry. Oh, wait, I need to do one more thing. I need to bring that width down. Oh no, I screwed it all up. I didn't plug the mixer in on this side. Beautiful. Now we should be able to phase one this way. Nice. Hello. Am I missing something? Did I guess we gotta use modular delay. Or mod delay. Modular delay. I wish. Yeah. Strange, okay. I guess, well, we could use this if sorry, I'm just going to talk to myself this entire stream. Can we set this manually? I don't think we can. That may pose a problem. And then I guess we could just route it in a feedback loop if we needed to, rather than dealing with the mod delay. How difficult would that be? Let's see. I mean, we're going to get in the weeds here anyway. An all-pass delay? That might actually be superior. No. Not in this setting, it won't be. There's also a recorder player. That may come in handy too. Good to know. I didn't even realize that was there. What other kind of mixers do we have? Anything bigger? I'm just going to search mix. No, okay, this is our only mixer. I was just seeing if we had any like silly mixers that might make things a little smoother on a larger plane. Okay, so now we're gonna have to double up on these mixers. Also, do note that like I'm probably not doing this in the most efficient way. That's just sort of like the rule, isn't it? Or no, I guess we need a splitter. No, never mind. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It's always a little existential for a moment. Okay, so I do wonder if that is negative, if that is 0 or negative 100. I do wonder if that's like, okay, so is this gonna let me do this? It is. All right, now, oops, it might not let me do it. You fucker. We may have to go through another long delay, maybe. Duplicate. Maybe an all-pass delay will do it. Oops. I know you can do some form of feedback in here. Most DAWs stop you from doing feedback for good reason. It's like it's not a dumb thing. It makes sense because you don't want people. Nope. All right. Guess it does have to be long delay, huh? All right. Let's just get a new long delay. And just make it really short. It does have to be larger than my buffer though. Okay. I assume. If I were a developer, I would, yeah, it worked. Okay. I do need this. I'd like this to come up a little. Ugh. And that should flow back into there. Is that muted? Let's see what could it be this? I wonder if it's because it's restricting the feedback. Maybe I'll figure out a different route. Okay. So, starting over, we do want this to feed back, and I would like to have complete control over the feedback. So this is our output. This is our delay. Our delay should go into the mixer. Then the mixer, I guess we could go into this long delay instead. And then mix it with the original signal like so. Maybe this will work. And I should hear some sort of like crazy noise if it does work. All right, and then that should go into this mixer. And now, that's right. Oh, sorry, did I just input this? Yeah, that's input 1. That's a feedback input, which should go into this delay. Yes. Okay, we did it. Is it this one coming into here? We want it to be even. Okay, and then if we could mute it and cut it out that way. This is all just to have control over our delays. Oh, derp. Okay. Mute. Wait, why do we have two of these? We don't need this one. Oh, this one's not even being used. I'm dumb, I'm sorry. You know what? This would be a good time for a public service announcement where I put a limiter on the end of this. Never work on anything like this unless you have some type of limiter. I assume that clip is just a limiter. I assume. Let's find out. No, that is much more radical. Do we have a compressor? Any sort of dynamic anything? All right, we're raw dogging it. Okay. We will learn. All right, so let's double check everything. Wait, no. Why is this going into here? You goofy. That should be going in there. That should be going in there. Then, okay, we're backwards right now. That should go there. That should go there. That should go there. And then, oh, these are all, that should go here. I swear to God, this is the hardest part. There we go. Now, if we mute this, we should have, well, we'll definitely have some noise just from the level, but I'm just going to go to 363 on this one and 349 on this one. This would help. All right. Doesn't seem to be separating them the way that I want it to. Then that should be going in there. Okay, I have an idea. So I told you this is going to be frustrating at first. Right into there. Left into there. This will crosstalk into that's going in there. That one's going into there. So then on this side, right's going in here. This one's going into our second one. How do we crosstalk without creating an insanely bad feedback loop? Speaker toggle? I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant that there was a, well, we'll build a little gate down there too to deal with that. I'm almost about to abandon the long delay and go with the mod delay. It's just that I really don't want lots of dogs everywhere. I really don't want to maybe this might actually, yeah, we got one delay. Okay, maybe if we create a third input here, this will be our feedback. No, come on. Don't make me use another delay. Fucker. Maybe Plogue is like the better software for this. Okay, so we have another long feedback delay that goes right in through here. Well, it doesn't have to be long. We could set it to be short, like that. Actually, you know, that might actually work to our advantage. We might be able to have the exact same delay times and then crank it like this. Nope. $517. $536. Okay. No. Okay, we got to use mod delay. Damn it. All right. Sorry. At least we could save all this other shit. That's annoying. Oh, what I don't like about mod delay, from if I remember correctly, is mod delay has kind of a, well, not only is it like less efficient, but it will have duplicate. Nope, not out of the left channel. Right channel. Right channel. All right. Let's see. So let's try and make a little rhythm really fast now that we can actually set the feedback up high. We don't actually have to build a feedback thing, but we still will need to run it into itself. But we'll just have to use a long delay. All right. This is what we want. Oh, we do need a long delay for this part. Let's set a separate attenuator. Just so we have an emergency switch. Will this be allowed? Can we have two inputs? No, okay. So we need another mixer, I guess. So we don't need the attenuator. This will be our feedback importer. Hello? Where's that out port? There we go. Okay. Ugh. You know, one thing that kind of drives me crazy about Bitwig, I'll be honest, is it's just a weird way. Like, I think and this is just a personal preference. This isn't like saying anything bad about the software. When you click a cable like this, like let's say this one, in every other software, you click this side and then you can just draw this to a new thing. And here, oh, that's a bad example. In this one, it'll like start the wrong way. For some reason, that always goofs me up. I mean, again, not a huge complaint, just an observation. Okay, so let's go now. This will be the output. This will be the output. This will be the input. This will be the input of the second one. All right, and then this should be very low. And then this should be about the same delay, maybe a little different. All right, let's try it now. Still a little too... let's see. Let me organize this a little bit better now. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that. I'm not, and again, I think it's because I'm like cheating on the audio clock here. Like it shouldn't be this gross sounding, right? And there should be like a perfect... Okay, so between here, we need an envelope filter. Or a follower, I guess. Maybe. Or it could be like a sine LFO controlling the volume. Anybody knows what I'm getting at here? Oh, you know what we could do? Actually, we don't actually have to do that, do we? We could just do this. Oh wait, no, then we won't have a mute. I was gonna say we could just have it control that, but actually, I don't know. Oh, this will work, huh? No, don't duplicate the cables. I guess you could if you needed to. All right, let's make a nice rise. That way we're not clipping as much. Bigger fall. Hey, machine drum. Yeah, I thought this might be an amp in here, but I guess we do have to hook it up to an attenuator, don't we? Which is fine. Which is fine, man. I just, you know, thought I could get away with it. All right. So instead of this, Jesus. I love how I'm like already complaining about the complexity of this, but it's going to get so much worse if it's successful. Otherwise we're, you know, just going to make a fake Moog sounding thing. But this will be triggered, right? Apparently. Okay. So we can attenuate this with this. With our invisible. I do wish you could like add a nice little like blue cable or something instead of having to always. Okay, it's kind of working. Oh, you're right. I do still have followers going to mixers. Oh boy. I was like, yeah, this doesn't sound like it's working. I don't think it's working anyway. I guess we would need to like multiply the outside of this attenuator. There we go. Duplicate. Love my little sound effects. Multiply. Ah, fuck. But then we can't use this, can we? Arr. All right, what if we mult the signal going in? Oh, Lord. Okay, so see, now in VCV Rack, I would click this, and it would go, but here, it doesn't work that way. You gotta run it backwards. Where's that other mult? All right, now we can just have a constant down here, and that could go into our malts, into our chocolate malts. And maybe this will help us with the envelope follower situation. There we go. Hey, look. It sounds kind of pleasant now, doesn't it? Better. Yeah, we could definitely, if it actually sounds nice, we can. Okay, so I'm gonna kill, now let's create a kill delay button. Can we change our button behavior in here, or do we have to use toggle? Okay, so button, I guess, is a... So I guess this will just be on off, right? Where can we change the name here? I'll figure this out someday. Bipolar, maybe here. Labels, no. User defined name to. Okay, feedback. Sounds more like in out. Well, you can't even see the whole thing anyway. All right. Okay, now I know that there's like also a... Is there some sort of thing that I could make it into the wireless? Or would I be able to do that here now? Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could do it this way. Maybe I can map to controller or key. Would this work? Yes. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm not sure I should have done that at that key point in time. So let's turn it off, turn this off. Now this maps to controller key, this one, and I am twisting it. This is the part I never get. Or maybe I'm just doing it. Maybe this isn't the way it works. Let's see. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe it's Maybelline. Isn't that funny? Isn't that a good joke? Okay. No, it did not. Ah, mod out. Thank you. Modulator out. All right, now, there we go. Let's take this puppy up to 70%. All right, and then we'll eventually have to hook that up to the feedback, or to the feedback over here as well, but we need to fine tune that. Nice and disastrous. I love it. It's still a little too bravery. I don't know what word I want to use. Grody. So we'll have to put... you know what it is? It's this. That's our culprit. Okay, and then I'm going to look out for dogs. All right, we got one right behind me, so I'm glad I looked. And I'm going to reboot my Yamaha because it's yelling at me. All right, rebooting, buddy. I'm so sorry I kept you on for years. She'll be back. Okay, while we're doing that, now would be a good time to... So we do not want noise coming in. So somewhere within here, we should probably have a nice little noise filter. I guess that would be a attenuator. Ugh. Stupid mod out. Yeah, okay, maybe not that then. Do we just have an AD? Yeah, okay. Modulate is a clipper in it. I get it now. I get why this is happening to me. Okay, so we just need to kind of make a little like compressory situation. Oh, also there, I bet there's like a trig, audio to trig type situation. Triggers, let's see. Let's see if this... Okay. So if that were in here, that works. What if we kept it held down? Not seeing a malt. Oh, there we go. Dope. And a constant. All right. And this way we will figure out the perfect level. Let's go up to 5. Oh, I'm dumb. I actually am, I think. I think there's something wrong with me here. Okay. This will go in there. This will not. And then this will go in here. Okay, so now if I hold it down, we'll eventually fade out, so that way we don't have a bunch of crazy noise. All right, let me get a different sound. Soft piano. Give me a soft piano, the felt. All right. Oh. Okay, so now the noise filter is leaving. Well, that didn't really sound like it was enough delay. Give me a much simpler. So I guess this needs to go a bit higher. Let's go to 80. We just don't want it to go too high. Higher. 90. Almost there. Let's all pass filter these. These ones coming in here need all pass filtering, I believe. I do declare. Oh, I didn't mean to press that knob. All right. This should help things a little bit. All pass to the rescue. That looks right. Okay. So maybe this one can be 22.7. All right. This way the phase will always kind of randomize each cycle. Maybe we'll have to do this in like a gross way like this. And just do it until it doesn't sound gross. Actually, I bet we could just turn the delay off entirely. This is what we want, just not this insane. Yeah, I wish that there was a way. I mean, there is a way. It's just a lot of routing. Let's try it again. The feedback button is modding the wrong section to change the rate. This is just literally turning the feedback on and off. Like that way we could stop it, for example, now when I'm talking. It's just routed to this. Well, I suppose we could also use filtering maybe. All right, let's do another quick one and see how fast it distorts. It's much easier if you just have it super fast, isn't it? Ooh, we're getting there. It's getting longer. Okay, I am going to now increase this to 95%. It just has to be like, this one has to be, the mod delay has to be as high as it could go. And then this like manual feedback needs to be as low as it can go, with it all just ringing out forever. That's the goal. Let's see if we could tweak this down a bit. Oh, oops. It's direct. That's my problem. I have a lot of problems though. All right. Ooh. We're getting close. Well, I hear the audio coming in, which means our little attenuator hack here may not be working. Oh, because we didn't hook it up. Did we? That thing doesn't work at all. So 5.5. Oh, that's going to feedback. Keep going down. 5.9. 5.8, 5.7. It has to be so precise. Kind of sucks. Oh. That's annoying. So 5.9. 5.9 is not. 5.9 is still not enough though, but let's hear it. I guess across shit, I guess it is once you play more notes. See, we should have vibe coded this. All right, just asked AI to make it for us. I would like to do a vibe coding stream. I think that it would either be really cool or really funny. Like, probably really funny. These headphones are not long enough. Man, can you imagine making the cosmos? Can you imagine like that whole process, like how laborious it must have been? A little less cut off. But our all-pass filters are doing a great job, I think. I wonder why we're getting so much distortion on this end. Maybe it is, maybe the all-pass filters are doing too good of a job at this point. Oh. I did not know that. Thank you. I mean, we're getting there. We're getting to the point where, like, if we actually have the delay time at something that is desirable. Yeah, we're getting to the point where if we had the delay time at something that was actually desirable, then we would, we wouldn't notice the feedback for like a minute. So weird how sometimes it just really chooses to feedback so much. And I don't want to get a filter. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to like put a bandpass in there. That's cheating. It's so aggro. Yeah, maybe. I don't see any DC offset. We could probably troubleshoot this a lot better if we just did this. At the risk of being really noisy. Huh, weirdly this kind of troubleshot it. Maybe it's just when I played that big C7 though. All right, let's... That's an interesting sound that we've discovered here. 1, 3... All right. What's happening here? It doesn't entirely make sense, does it? So that's our followers. I'm going to try and keep this going because I might be able to break it. Like, break that cycle and then figure out a closer... It's not this. Man, maybe it is... The channels are just... We've created a microcosmos. Wow. Weird. It's almost as if we have like a direct throughput, isn't there? Isn't it? Doesn't it? You do this long enough, you forget English. I'm like carefully following each one of these things. Okay, and that multiplies onto there, and then this controls the attenuator, correct? Yes. And then same thing over here. That constant is both attenuation. And then this wow. I mean, I'm sure it's something dumb, or we've discovered a new type of synthesis, which is also always a possibility. Or it's possible that we've like bugged out the system a bit, which is much more like it might actually benefit from a reboot. It does kind of feel like it's coming from the stereo field, though, doesn't it? Like it's coming more from the right side than the left. Let's disable these all pass. Oh, wait. It is a bug of some sort. This is gonna be one for the ages, but I think what we did here is accidentally, well, not accidentally, I think we just kind of messed up the delay bug. Let's close this project and open a new one. Right. Quit. All right. Funny thing is I have another phase looping project that I made a while ago. We might be able to just start there and continue. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. This has to be a problem with the buffer. Let's open the other one. Might have more luck. Might have more luck opening the delay bug, Toro try, old streams, phase looping, that's probably the one. Ooh. That'd be so funny if this was all happening on the Yamaha. This is very similar. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that this is a Bitwig thing. Like, I think Bitwig's just kind of wigging out. Yeah, now it seems to work. Huh. Again, like, this isn't saying anything bad about the DAW. Keep in mind that, like, we're doing stuff that you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to be feeding things back. Yeah, it's interesting. That might be why we have such difficulty doing this. I mean, this is doing what we want just for a standard phase looper. A better example would be with like shorter phrases, like if we just make like 100 of these, we should be set. Maybe Recorder may have some options for us. Okay, so we could like limit this to here. And then maybe we can make another tank. You don't think Recorder can help us in this situation? I mean, I feel like I could put like an attenuated signal into it that's sort of looping, or that's like hooked up to a sine wave or something like that, like a slow sine LFO. And then it could just randomly play on a sample and hold and kind of issue things back in here, maybe. Or maybe I'm just excited to like be working with something like that, or a sampler of some sort that doesn't require me going in like into like the memory cells of it, like you do have to do in Reactor. I could never get bored of listening to these. Oh, it doesn't loop, does it? This could be useful. Yeah, I do wish it could record a little bit longer. Well, maybe it can. Maybe I'm just... No. Yeah, triggers or gates would work with that. Hmm. Do we have like a mathematical delay? We should. This might work as a mathematical delay. I need to play a new phrase. I'm going to drive myself insane. Actually, let's just play one note. That might be easier. Oh, I'm dumb. It's the only answer. Okay, that goes right there. We can make another delay here. But we don't want it connected to that. We want to connect it to that. This will stagger this as well. Yeah, I'd like to see the subharmonicon thing. I think it's kind of funny though, because it's like, I feel like it's almost like more of a challenge here. Like this feels more like when you like try and make a song in Minecraft or something with the logic gates. Like it's, you know, obviously you'd probably just want to use Reactor or something if you actually wanted to be a little more serious. All right. Okay, that's working. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that Fallout thing. Okay, now this should just go on its own. I think both these have to be off. I think we need to replace these with triggers. I could play some sound now. Nope. Oh. Oh no! It won't let me do a feedback with the signal even? So mean. Yeah, I guess this is kind of limited. I wish that it had a trigger on end. Yeah, I have to put the long delay in, but I don't think that'll work with just signals, will it? Actually, there has to be a more mathy way to do a delay. No, I guess not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if there was some sort of output that I could have here, just some sort of signal, some sort of way to let me know when this was done. I guess you could do it with like an audio detector, right? In that one. Oh god, I know that there is a module that does that. Maybe it's I/O, pitch in, velocity in, phase in, gain in. Keys on. I know there's something that can do that. Just because I built one similar to, like, here I kind of have that happening, right? Like, just as a noise gate. And I remember seeing something and being like, oh god, I could have just used that, but it's like buried. Decibels to linear. Maybe in level. I like how we're not even getting close to this. Like, we're not even near where I thought we'd get a little closer. But phase. There's a lot of phase tools. That's cool. I mean, we could just use this. And then after that, I'll just build something else. For the duration, I'll make a nice, pretty synthesizer. Okay, so this would just be coming from the player. And then if it detects something coming from the player, or sorry, that's a recorder. Derp. Okay. Okay, so we are getting some data out of that. All right, so that would go into here. Nope, it won't allow me because it's a loop. Ugh. All right, I don't think this is going to be possible, unfortunately. It won't let me loop like normal signals, unfortunately. All right, one last play around. Well, what's funny about the Cosmos, what's funny about the thing with the Cosmos, I should have just brought it in here. It's in my living room, which tells you if I have a synth in if I have a pedal in my living room, I really, really like that pedal. Because that's like just me drinking bourbon before I go to bed and playing the guitar. What was I going to say? I'll just start a new session here. It's kind of funny because I found this forum trying to deconstruct the Cosmos, and I got all excited. And they're like, yeah, it was just like a conversation about it, but it was like just linking to my streams trying to do it. And I was like, okay, well, I've gotten nowhere, so that's pointless. Quick setup. Why am I still... We didn't actually... Weird. Is the old session open too? Oh my God, I did not even know that was a thing. Jesus Christ. I had no idea that you could have two sessions open at the same time. That seems kind of... I can't wrap my head around that. Just because like you can't do it in FL Studio. But I don't know when I've ever wanted to do it, but that is kind of like, whoa, what would I do with that? Is that powerful or is that stupid? Like, I guess if I were like working on like a game score or something, that would actually be pretty useful. Yeah, I never even thought about that. That's so funny. Yeah, I've never been like, oh, I wish I could open it. I just like, if I need to hop between them, I close one, open one. Well, I feel like my sessions also with my music, I feel like my sessions are so fucking crazy. Like they're just, you know, they take like 2 minutes to open. So like if I were to just like, yeah, open 3, that would be kind of the end of my CPU. Not because I make really cool music, but because I'm just really inefficient when it comes to when I make music. All right, in and out. All right, how about notes in? Let's just play with our sounds first. Oh, I need to set up my controller. I'm all Bitwigged out. What? Do I not have a MIDI controller set up on here? Maybe it reset or something. No, not export MIDI. Silly. Settings. Wow. Yeah, these are like old MIDI controllers that I haven't used in a long time. Detect something. Yamaha. Nope. All right, generic it is. Huh. No, this is all set up. I mean, I could just not use a controller. I wonder why it's not detecting the driver. It appears to be on the thing here. Strange. We'll never know. Yeah. That's very, very weird that it's not. That wouldn't be here. Yeah, I don't have anything else open. I don't think I had anything else open today. Do I? No. Nope. The only other thing open is ABS and Slack. Well, whatever. We're using the grid, so we could just make a generative sequencer, couldn't we? We don't need no stinking keyboard. I'm going to pretend I'm in a hotel, bored out of my mind. Or I could just use this, I guess. All-ins? Would that work? No? All right. I guess we'll figure it out someday. Now is not the time. Not on stream, man. What does this do? Does it just like go to everything? All right. Play some gates. Get the gates moving. Oh, that's beautiful. Union's kind of like everything, isn't it? Yeah. Ugh. I like phase. Let's stick with phase. That's nice. All right, filters. Alright, let's actually play with some notes now. What's a sample and hold LFO? I mean, I can envision what it probably is, but I get a mixer, so I could maybe not have this being loud all the time. Mix. Mix. I mean, I guess it's just like noise outputting to... No? How do we make it steppy? Hold. Hi, Lucy. Oh wow, you could actually change the format value. That's useful. Okay, time to actually play something different than what you're hearing. Lucy's just coughing down there. Having a coffin day. I mean, I guess we could just get another one of these, huh? Duplicate. That's not gonna work, is it? Oh, it will. Okay. Maybe an attenuator. So this isn't so nuts. Very high-pitched little... Sounds sad. Is there something that exists that would allow us to like wrap everything into a nice little package? You know what I mean? Ugh, no containers, huh? Well, we could just like zoom out and make it look really crazy. Yeah, I forgot about the random. And the chance is nice too. We'll get into that. See, I'm getting used to this here. one-off ins and outs? Are you talking about, oh, pure data, yeah. Yeah, pure data, I mean, you could just like reference other patches and stuff. You could just load a library right into your... Could also probably use dice with velocity, huh? That's what this is, isn't it? No, that's phase. Never mind. Yeah, that would be cool. All right. I want to put some chances in here. I mean, I guess I want all of these things to be a chance. Still sounded pretty like Minecraft 0.1. No, actually, Minecraft had good music the whole way through. You got to click on the little gate symbol of each node so it doesn't use the raw input MIDI. What? MIDI? We don't have any MIDI running, so it should be okay, right? Yeah, we have no MIDI coming in anywhere. Yeah. Due to me literally seemingly not having any sort of a MIDI controller connection. I mean, I guess we could like throw in another effect, huh? Black. Just go full on. Well, we want to make a fugue. Yeah, I don't know what the stacks are here. Okay, that's what I figured. I just have a fantasy where I can like stack a bunch of different modules into more organized containers. But it's a distant fantasy. I mean, this is sort of doing that. Yeah, it would be kind of interesting if, like, I mean, you gotta have cables, but I was gonna say it would be kind of interesting if, like, it was built with the idea of everything being kind of like Legos, if that makes any sense. Like, if you kind of had to do this to connect them, like, and maybe if you, like, held down control or something, and that way you could tether them from everything else. Like, I feel like that just might force people to be a little more organized or something, and it might feel a little bit more fun. I don't know. Not that it doesn't feel fun. It's not like I'm criticizing it. I'm not. I'm just pregnant with ideas. All right, let's get a nice Car Plus Strong oscillator in here, if we have one. Maybe a filter? Ripple. Comb might do that. It looks like we could set it up to something like this, so let's everything else should be the same. Okay. Just making sure. Why is some weird things end up patching on the other end? Scared of this one. Yeah. It's not what you expect from a comb filter, but I mean, it does sound kind of cool though. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Do these have clock inputs? No, only phase in, huh? That's kind of dumb. That would be nice if I could. I guess they're all just synced up to transport, huh? I feel like I wish that the comb filter lasted a bit longer. I could add more feedback than it does. Maybe there's some sort of weird option I'm not seeing? No. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. I have just a little bit of PTSD from looking at this mod delay after our last one. This one's a little too thin for me. No way to be subtle with that, huh? I swear I'm going somewhere with that. It's not as stupid as it seems. No. There's my mixer, trusty old mixer here. Yeah, that was dumb. All right. That is quite the patch. Kind of meh. Very meh, but... it's a start, I guess. At least we can make it sound dark. More mysterious. Am I missing one? I feel like I gotta be missing one for it to still sound... That's all we need right there. I think that reverb costs more than Bitwig. It's like really expensive plugin. All right, well, this is fun. Oh boy. I should have a new video up this weekend unless something goes terribly wrong. Like me dying when I'm trying to take the thumbnail photo or something. But yeah, it's about laser microphones. Or not laser microphones. It's about like laser microphones are one segment of it. It's just about spy microphones. Like really, really, really crazy experiments with spy microphones. And lasers are part of it, but there's also some even crazier stuff. So yeah, that's fun. It'll be a fun one. Probably one of the nerdier ones I've ever made. So that's neat. Not inverted hypersonic sound, no, unfortunately. How would I mean, I used an infrared laser in one, but a lot of it is, I mean, it basically goes from like weird polar patterns and spherical harmonics all the way to interferometry, yeah, and the use of an interferometer. But yeah, it'll be fun. And then I have an astrophotography video. And then I have, yeah, I have quite a few coming up. So the astrophotography one is just like a weather issue. Like it's infuriating. I now feel the pain of astronomers and astrophotographers and astronomy imagers everywhere. Because really, it's like if you need to get some data from the sky, it is a guarantee that it's going to be fucking stormy the entire time that you need it. And then, if you go out of town, then it'll be clear. Or if there's a full moon right in your face, then it'll be clear. So I guess that's the way. That's why they all say clear skies. Reading the comments here. Yeah, if you manage to patch a Cosmos, that would be incredible. Protein? No, I haven't. I've not heard of it. There's like it's kind of funny. I just wanted to do this. Little. I'm looking at Protein now. Oh, Sonic Planet. That looks fun. I'll go check it out. Yeah, maybe we'll do a stream on it. But yeah, I want to do my Osmos. Yeah, I got a lot of things to do. I want to give that Nebula another try. Just the Nebula poly module, just because it has. Now that I have the Osmos updated, I could actually play the MPE on it. Yeah, so there's tons of stuff. I have unlimited ideas for streams. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to do them all. All right, well, thanks for watching, and you'll probably see a video from me within the next week for sure, unless I die. And if I do that, then please don't do any of those cheesy things where you talk about like how you watched all of my streams and you're so sad, and what people do on Facebook when someone dies. Ugh, hate that. Just call me a douchebag. All right, love you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all soon. I need to check out that Minecraft server too, because last time I looked it was bonkers. All right, take care. Oh, sorry for getting the nerdiest I can get. No, it's okay. I'm all in for it. This doesn't sound that bad, honestly. It sounds quite... Might leave it on for half an hour. Okay. Bye, everybody.